Yo, I am genuinely crying. I was not expecting that. Um,
I'm just saying. I understand if you don't agree. I understand it, but
whew.
hello everyone. My name is Sandra and thank you so much for tuning in. As you can see, this is a completely different video from what I'm used to. This is one of my first collaborations with the awesome Watts TV.
Oh man, awesome!
Everyone,
Damn, that's crazy. See, you were worried about an introduction. I appreciate it. How is everybody doing? Thank you for having me on. This is about to be a whole lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
oh, it is. And from the thumbnail, you already know. You already know we are going to get into some unpopular opinions. Now, I've already stated unpopular opinions, but this is the first time I'm actually going to title the video as an unpopular opinion. So you know it's going to get crazy.
Most definitely.
But let's just get right into it. What is your first unpopular opinion?
My first unpopular opinion, again, you may agree with me. I don't know, but most of the population disagrees with me, especially black women. So we are about to see
Ooh,
my
I am a
my
black woman.
first unpopular opinion. Beyonce is extremely overrated.
Wow. Okay. I see you chose violence. You
Oh,
chose the firing squad.
okay.
You chose the guillotine.
Okay, so you disagree, right?
Oh, mm, I'm I'm somewhere in between.
Okay.
Okay, I'm somewhere in between, and let me explain why. Vocally, like I like to sing, and I'm very interested in like the technicalities of singing, and the different techniques that people use.
Mm-hmm.
And she's hella talented.
Yes.
Homie can sing. Like she does some very beautiful things with her instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I appreciate that. But once we veer into worship, do we need to worship her?
Okay. So let me tell you why I brought this up, right? One video, this is my most hated video on my channel. I actually did an unpopular opinion video, and it was that Beyonce is overrated. And I'm not even going to lie to you, I kind of just did it just to see how far I could push the beehive. I'm petty. They were getting on my nerves that week for some reason because they were acting like Beyonce was just God. So I said, I want to push them. But I genuinely, truly feel like this. But to make a long story short, they sent me death threats. Somebody made a personal hate page. I'm gonna see if I can find it. I'll send it to you. Somebody threatened to get my email address, find out where I worked, threatened to plant a bomb where I worked. Yeah, yo, the beehive, y'all trashed. But it was so
Whoa.
funny. And that brought so much traffic to my channel for 2 weeks. Just because people were coming to my channel just to hate on me. But Sandra, let me explain why I feel that Beyonce is overrated. So, just like you, I think Beyonce is extremely talented. I think she has an amazing voice. And other artists they have specifically said, even like artists like Mariah Carey, when she was, prime Mariah Carey, when she was like, Beyonce can do things with her voice that I cannot. She has said that. I get it. But I don't even think it's Beyonce that makes herself overrated. It's the goddamn fans. Because if you listen,
I can see that.
yes, so if you listen to Beyonce and you hear all of these grandiose things about her, and you listen to her just basically with no expectation, or with that high expectation, and you just coming in like blind, and you hear her music, you would say, I mean, it's okay, but it's not as great as you made it out to be. Like, you pretty much said that you would die for this woman. I was expecting some like Michael Jackson had a baby with Prince type shit. Like this, I mean, this is good, but you literally threaten people who talk shit about Beyonce every week. So I was expecting something great. So yeah, she's a little overrated. I'm not even saying that because of Beyonce. It's because of you all. Whoever is watching this. Whoever is watching this that's a part of the Beehive. It's you. Okay? It's you. It's not even her. It's you.
You know what? Honestly, like I have to agree. I agree. I agree. The fans, this whole stan culture is fucking annoying.
Ugh.
Okay, the shit gets on my last damn nerves.
Fucking insane.
And it just it doesn't make sense to me. It's not that deep.
Are you getting
good
paid?
And well, you're not getting paid. If anything, you're losing money.
Yeah.
Okay, you're losing money because you're spending too much time attacking folks because they don't like who you like. Okay,
Exactly.
Nobody is required to like who you like. Get the fuck over it. You know what? I 100% agree. These damn stands are a problem, and they make the artists look bad. Okay,
Most
they make the artists look bad because it's like, if you're the artist and you have crazy ass fans, they're gonna think, you're doing some MK Ultra type shit with your music, and you're making them crazy. At least that's where my mind goes. I'm like,
right.
Okay, maybe there's you play the song backwards and it says some crazy shit in it, and it's just, got these females under some kind of like just mind control.
And you play the song backwards, it says all hell Lucifer calls Discord. Like, that's what you hear when you play Single Ladies backwards. Look it up.
Oh shit. I want to be able to sleep at night, so as a negative, I will not. But the thing is, as far as like, the hype behind her music, if you were like a fan of her from Destiny's Child and you kind of saw her trajectory and you saw her grow and come into her own, like I could see how you value her music a lot more,
right,
than like somebody that may have been like, oh, they knew about Beyonce but they never really dabbled in her music, and then they hear something that come out, this year or 2 years ago.
Exactly.
You'd be a little bit like, all this for that? Nah. But as far as like people that kind of followed her career and saw her, go from Destiny's Child to her first album, which I will say, her first solo album was the first CD I ever bought. No cap. First CD I ever bought was Beyonce, Dangerously in Love. It was a banger. I still have the CD.
Not disagreeing
even
with
though
you.
People don't use CDs. But people that actually like follow the career, like, you would appreciate her growth in her music a lot more than somebody just coming in without that nostalgia associated with her. But even with that does not give you a means to go send people death threats because they don't see the
Beehive.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Y'all send me death threats.
And I remember there was a time when Beyonce's fans did some crazy ass shit and she got on them.
Yeah.
And they told her to shut the fuck up. They told her to shut up. They're like, no.
You are the fan. How you
we got you. We got you. Sit down. We got you. We got you.
We got you.
Like, what?
No, you shut the fuck up. We got you, all right? You ain't got to even worry about it. I'm going to get these niggas, all right? You sit the fuck down. They're like, damn.
And she's sitting over here like, y'all are doing too much. And they're like, no, shut the fuck up. We're doing exactly what we need to do.
Sandra, I pissed them off so bad. So this is a real nerdy reference, but you watch My Hero Academia?
I've seen up until a certain point. I haven't watched all of it.
Okay, to make a long story short, there was basically a season where one of the villains was controlling like this little girl because of her power, and there's this like still image of like him like having his hands over her, and I pissed them off because I put on my Instagram story, I said me, and then the Beehive was the little girl because I was controlling them, and they're, you not controlling us. You just using her name for clout. It was so funny. Whole death threats.
Well, I mean, technically, using someone's anger to get what you want is controlling them. So
Damn,
that's a very
I didn't even
valid
think
point.
about that. Oh my god.
No, I'm serious. Like if you know how people, feel about things, certain buttons. I
Hmm.
hope I'm not coming off as like I'm manipulative. I just understand what manipulation looks like. I
Yeah.
don't use these techniques. I just understand them so that I can avoid them.
Hmm.
But when you know someone's pressure points and how anger affects them, you can really use that to get what you want out of them.
You
Okay,
are not
like
wrong.
you can definitely do that. Get people to step out of their mask,
Yeah.
get them to take their mask off due to anger, and then they get themselves in a lot of bullshit. They get themselves in trouble, acting crazy. So is yeah, definitely the puppeteer. Yep, I could definitely see how that fits perfect. I
I'm
think that was
I'm
genius.
I'm telling you. So that was my first unpopular opinion, and I'm glad we agree. Especially after I explain. I'm glad we agree. Next one is probably going to be a doozy, but I want to hear yours.
Oh, I was about to say, was that the doozy?
Hmm.
Um, ooh, okay, so I'm gonna start off with the doozy one because
I can't wait.
we already in that energy. So, and you might not agree. You might not agree. It's okay. We don't have to agree.
You
But
you about to say something wild like naked Pop
I
Tarts are the
am
best? Like, come on.
no, no, no. It better have some damn icing on it. It's not a Pop Tart if it don't got the icing. It ain't no
Exactly.
damn Pop Tart. It's something else.
Eating out here eating
But
virgin Pop Tarts.
I feel like if you're one of those men that likes having relations with women that have their ass done, the breasts done, lipo, uh, facial reconstruction, that you have no business being anti-trans. If you are okay with having relations with somebody that has gone through basically a transition. The only thing difference is the ovaries are there. Then I don't want to hear you complain a damn thing about getting tricked by a trans man when you like these things to begin with.
Yo, I am genuinely crying. I was not expecting that.
I'm just saying. I understand if you don't agree. I understand it, but I feel like my points are valid. Those
Oh,
are the same surgeries. And this isn't to disparage. This is not to disparage trans women. Live your life, live your truth. That has nothing to do with me. But those are the same surgeries. So if you're okay and you actually enjoy being with somebody that has all these fake body parts, then changed their face, inserted foreign objects into their ass and titties, I don't want to hear you say a damn thing about trans people and how it's unnatural.
I don't even know
Because
where
you
to.
damn near dating somebody that's trans. Let's just call it spade a spade. It's the same surgeries.
I don't even know where to
What are your
start.
thoughts?
I don't even know where to start. Oh my gosh.
I told you the first one, I'm gonna come out the gate swinging.
Yeah,
I chose violence.
mine is not as nearly as bad as yours. This one was straight up out of pocket. Oh my gosh. But oh god. All right. So I guess I am in the middle on this because I hear what you're saying. And to maybe I'm not in the middle because to a large extent I agree with what you're saying, but at the same time, this is hard because what you say, you have a point, and I completely understand, but it's just the fact that when it comes to trans, men or well, women in this case, when it comes to trans women, um, it's just the fact that they were once a male or I don't know how the whole like transition process, works. It was either they were once a male or they still have that like appendage, like they still have that, the penis. So it's not even the fact that they have. Damn it, Sandra. Like,
even I'm about to make it even more difficult. Okay, I'm sorry. I really hope this doesn't ruin our creator relationship.
No,
but
not at all.
They do get surgeries to get parts that look like lady parts.
Yes,
and
I know.
And there are women who get surgeries on their lady parts to change how they look and to make them look less ran through. So
now that I did not know. Really?
Oh yes. Oh yes. There are surgeries that females get on their lady parts.
What kind of what is the surgery called? A vagina?
I don't know the technical term because it's not something I'm interested in. I don't need that surgery, and I hope to never need that surgery.
I don't know. Maybe he was having fun in China. I'm not judging.
Ain't no fun here. The only fun here is getting money, okay, through my job or through my business. That's the fun I have. Okay. Getting my money.
All right. So let me try to. All right. So you said either way it's surgery, correct?
I say either way it's a transition.
It is a transition.
You can't be so upset with men going through those same exact surgeries that you like women who get, and the product damn near looks the same. Because some of these doctors are
botched. Okay, so let me tell you why I'm on the fence.
Oh, I've seen botched, but some of them are very difficult to tell. Very difficult.
So let me tell you why I'm on the fence, because when it comes to like the overly fake or plastic bodies, I've never been a fan. Like it, I always like the natural look, because obviously all of that shit is artificial and not realistic. So, and it just kind of, I'm not judging anybody who's gotten surgery done, but it's kind of like a turn off. It's a huge turn off to me, because it's like a big part of you didn't love yourself before the surgery. So again, I'm not judging anybody, but yeah. So this is why I'm like really going back and forth, because the only thing which is like keeping me from being 1,000% on your side, but don't get it twisted, I'm like 75% on your side. This is still over half. It's still over half. The only thing that is like keeping me from being completely on your side is just the fact that they were still men at one point, and especially when it comes to the especially when it comes to like reproduction, the ability to have kids. Like biologically, they cannot have children, so that could also be an issue if a man just likes the plastic Barbie body and also wants to have kids with her. So yeah that and at that point I do completely agree with you on the children part. Yeah,
completely 100%, because that's something that they at least at this point in time, the doctors and the scientists are working to fix that, make it so that they can. Not that I'm against them being able to. I'm just saying,
right.
I'm not trying to be disparaging. I'm really not.
Right.
I just like to call spades what they are. It's
hilarious. Oh my!
Calling a duck doesn't make it a hate crime.
Yeah. I mean, hey.
But
wow.
Yeah, I mean, like on that tip about like reproduction, yes, that is a complete difference. I understand that, but if we're talking specifically just sex,
all right, if we're talking specifically just sex, I have to agree with you. Like it's
the same
fake.
Surgery.
It's all surgery. I'm with you.
I just it doesn't make sense to me how I could hear somebody, praise all the unnatural body parts and the surgeries and, all the women that they post are all just, they got a whole new face. Like if you did reproduce with them, that baby not gonna look a damn thing like what you think it's gonna look like. It's gonna look like what they used to look like.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like they have this idea, they like all that surgery, they like the aesthetic of it, but then they also talk shit about trans women and how they're just so against, and they're just so against like, the idea of dating and or having sex with them. But it's like you're damn near doing it already. It's just, I don't get it. Maybe I'm wrong. If you completely disagree with what I'm saying, where this conversation is going, go ahead and type it in the chat. Not the chat. This isn't a live stream. Type it in the comments. I'm all right. I would love to have my mind changed. I'm open to it.
I don't think you will in this case.
I won't, but I'm open to it.
Oh my gosh. Yo, this
but if you feel differently, feel free to say it in the comment section. If you make a good point, I will completely be like, okay, I see what you're saying, but these the same damn surgeries. That we have to agree on. It's the same damn surgeries.
Pretty much.
And if the doctor is good, it's almost the same damn outcome. Period.
This has I always wondered. I never wanted to venture to, try myself. Obviously, again, no hate to transgenders or whatever, but I want to talk to a guy who has been with a man who's transgendered into a woman just to see if it feels the same. Like, I really want to ask somebody.
Malik Yoba, ask him.
I forgot about Malik Yoba. Oh my god. Yo, you are.
Who
hilarious.
else could you ask? You could also ask, what's that dude from G Unit?
Which one? Young Buck?
Young Buck, yes, him.
Apparently Bobby.
You could ask him.
Bobby Valentino.
Oh yeah, Bobby Valentino. You could ask him.
Yeah.
They probably got hella stories. They can tell you all about it. And apparently Tyga too. And these are all speculations. I cannot confirm nor deny. These are allegedly. Allegedly, you can ask. Well, no, Malik Yoba, he said he did. So yes,
and
Malik Yoba, yes, you could ask him.
And Bobby Valentino is on camera. Leaving a trans woman's like a hotel. Hey, come here, Bobby V. I got your shoes.
Okay, but allegedly on the Young Buck and allegedly on just allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Okay, it's all allegedly.
Okay. Yeah.
But that is my first unpopular opinion.
That was a doozy.
I know it was a doozy.
Oh man.
The next one won't be as much of a doozy. I'm sure we'll agree and be able to expand on it.
It'll
still be unpopular. But.
Compared to mine, mine is not even that bad. But I think this will spark some good conversation though. Still, so my next unpopular opinion. When you are a single man, chivalry is low-key fucking stupid. Let me explain why I feel this way, right? So I consider myself to be chivalrous. I am in a relationship, I'm very chivalrous. I do things for her all the time, hold doors open, pay for stuff, yada yada, blah blah blah, protection, etc. etc. But if you are getting to know somebody, and this has happened to me a lot, Sandra, keep in mind. So this is coming from a place of experience. So
who hurt you? That's what the audience wants to know. Who hurt you?
I'm getting to that. Not necessarily hurt, but more confusion. A lot of confusion. So. Now, keep in mind, we've all heard the term "nice guys finish last." Turns out that shit is very true. Because you can be so chivalrous, and keep in mind, I'm not extra like with my chivalry like at all. Like just holding doors open and just maybe paying for dates or what have you. Just the simple stuff, not too much, very simple. I don't know what's going on in the world today. I also think it's because chivalry has been like slowly dying. But every time I would do something like that, I'll never forget I was dating this one chick in college, and I opened the door for her. She was like appalled. Like, why are you opening the door for me? And I was like, bruh, I do this. And she was like, oh, okay. And I would do things like that for her all the time. So, for example, she had to put up together like a dresser from IKEA, and she had to build it. And I was like, oh, I'll do it for you. Don't even worry about it. And she was, again, why? Like, very creeped out about it seemed like. So I would do a lot of these things like that for her. And eventually she told me that I was too nice. Simple shit. The most simple things. And this has happened to me. I kept count. This has happened to me over 4 times. This happened to me a good 5 times. They apparently, me just being a decent human being, a decent male, and just doing nice things like opening doors and paying for food and just simple shit. Apparently that's just too nice. And a lot of the times, the majority of the times, they get into relationships with guys who are jackasses. And they are no longer with those men anymore now. And I know that for a fact. But just straight up jackasses. Cheat on them, treat them like shit. Yeah, talk to them crazy. So, yeah. Chivalry is low-key stupid. It's kind of a waste of a time if you're single. Do it if you are in a relationship, though, because, I mean, your lady deserves that. So, yeah, thoughts?
Oh, my gosh. Now, I got mad at you for holding the door open?
Yeah.
And building a dresser?
Yes. You would
some
think,
goofy bitches.
You would think I paid their mortgage or something. Like, bro, I'm just trying to help you. Like, this isn't this what men are supposed to do? Like, I don't understand. But it was the fact that they never got treated like that ever before in their life, so it was just fucking foreign to them. And you know what? Maybe it's my fault because they all may have had daddy issues too, but that's another story. But anyway, your thoughts?
I mean, do you got a type? Is that your type? You know, the daddy issue girls?
Every single
I ain't judging. I'm just
observing. Every single woman that I've like dealt with they've all been very, very different. And if they did have daddy issues, shit, I didn't necessarily know, but I don't know.
I'm just messing with you.
One most definitely did, but the others I have no clue. But yeah.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, honestly, like, you know, I really feel for men in this day and age. You know, it's one of those things where I understand like the struggles that us as women have. I don't think it's a lot of the struggles that they put in the forefront as being struggles. A lot of that shit is things you brought upon yourself, but don't want to take accountability for. But that's a conversation for another day.
Yeah.
So I understand the struggles that, you know, us as women have, but the older I get, the more I understand like the issues that y'all go through. Obviously, I won't understand fully because I'm not a man. I'm not experiencing it firsthand, but I can totally see like how just being nice to someone and then having them respond in that way would make you go, well, fuck that then. Get your own damn door. Buy your own damn food. Bitch, we going Dutch. Okay? Oh, you got a change. You need your oil changed? Oh, okay, that's cool. Like I could, oh, the tire popped? Okay. You got AAA or whatever they call that shit?
You better fix that.
Yeah,
shit.
so like I understand. Like, cause it's like, no one wants to feel taken advantage of, and then no one wants to feel like unneeded or that like their, you know, the generosity is just, it's one thing to be like, oh, it's okay, you know, but then like someone to, you know, respond with like disgust at you wanting to help them, that's completely different. Cause like, I can understand like not accepting help in certain situations. Like with me, I have a little bit of anxiety about accepting help and things like that, just because of how I was raised. But even when I do that, it's always polite.
Yeah.
You know, it's always polite and always with a sense of gratitude. You know, like if someone's going to do something nice for you, be appreciative. Say thank you. And even if you're not going to accept it, say thank you for the offer. Like even with the dresser, you know, if she really wanted to, like maybe she was looking forward to putting that dresser together. She was looking forward to getting the nails and screws and following the instructions and doing that herself. Maybe she wanted to go through that experience.
Yeah, because that's
maybe.
Fun.
Maybe. Okay. Some people like all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
So maybe she really genuinely wanted to do that on her own. But to react in such a way is just completely out of pocket. Now, if that's what she wanted to do, she wanted to put that damn dresser together, she could have easily said, like, thank you so much for offering, but I really want to just, you know, challenge myself to do it myself. I really appreciate you offering that. And just maybe it wouldn't have been, I mean, you tell me, how would you have responded if she was just like, you know what, I want to do this myself, but I really appreciate you offering to do that for me.
I'd have been like, oh, no problem. That's fine. I completely understand. Look, man, dating and this shit is not this hard. All right. It
shouldn't be.
So why do we have to make it this hard? But yeah, I just being nice. And it's funny because I hear stories like this very similarly, like between my brothers, especially my older brother too. My older brother's 10 years older than I am, and he's still having issues with the same thing, saying, "Oh, you're too nice. What the fuck? Do you want me to be abusive? You want me to Weinstein this bitch? Like, no, that's not me. that is not me." So,
oh my goodness,
I'm sorry. If being nice is unattractive, then hey, whatever. But it worked out. I mean, I found someone, so it is what it is.
Well, I guess like my response to that whole thing would be just to vet better. You know what I'm saying? So if you're seeing signs that this is some ungrateful little bitch, like don't go out of your way.
Most definitely.
You know, once you see the signs, just, you know, bitch, get your own door.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever plan you have for that female in your life, whether that's just, you know, sex or whatever, only put the amount of effort that you need to get what you want and then keep it there.
Facts.
I mean, I'm breaking girl code. Fuck girl code. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. If that's the type of woman that you are, that fits that role for that relationship with that man, and you're a bitch, whatever, and you're rude, don't put effort into trying to be nice to that type of person. Like, don't go out of your way, because you're not getting much out of it. Your return on investment is going to be low. Okay, it's going to be very low. Yeah. So I agree. I think that I don't think that idea should be across the board. Like I said, if the woman that you're dealing with, I shouldn't say female in this instance, like if the woman that you're dealing with is a decent human being, polite, grateful, has all those good qualities, then by all means, you know, go out of your way, not too much because you don't want to be a simp, but like, you know, be normal, you know, be normal, be nice guy, and then that's cool. Yeah. But if this person is if this female, because there's a difference, there's women and then there's females. If that female is a bitch, I agree. Don't waste your time being nice. Don't waste your time, because it's not going to be appreciated at the end of the day.
And again, like I said, you would think I would be doing some like grandiose shit for them to really act like that. But no, just me, just simple stuff. But I agree with everything that you said. And that was my other unpopular opinion. See, I told you it would cause great conversation.
That's true. I mean, this has been good conversations, like between the video we did for your channel and then this video. I think I think we have good creator chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good conversation.
Most definitely.
So my last unpopular opinion, I know you're gonna agree with me because we've already kind of hinted at this topic
Okay.
in the previous video. So my last unpopular opinion for today, I got many others, is I think that, and let me preface this by saying I don't support like people deleting themselves. I have a very soft spot for that. I understand it's very difficult. However, I believe that bullying is very important to the development. Getting bullied is very important to the development of character. I think that it's very important. As someone who was bullied, I would not be the woman that I am today if I didn't get bullied and come out on top. I feel like the safe space society that we are in right now is raising up a bunch of people that have no backbone. When they get faced with some kind of adversity, they crumble to pieces and can't handle themselves. They can't handle people having different ideas. You know what I'm saying? Like you have two different ideologies. You can't talk to them because they get too emotional. They can't have a conversation. And I blame it on safe spaces. I blame it on not allowing children to go through that process of, oh, this person is picking at me. I need to figure out how I'm going to handle this. Either I'm going to roast them or I'm going to punch them in the fucking face. It's like, I feel like obviously with the internet, it makes it a lot more difficult because, if people are bullying you online, that also goes home,
right?
Because you can't really run away from the internet. It's everywhere. Whereas like, back in our day before the internet really popped off, the bullying was at school and that's it. You went home and that was your safe space, was at home. But the idea that there's, if you get bullied and all you have to do is just run to the principal and now that kid's expelled from the school and has a criminal charge against them for bullshit, I think that it's just raising up a bunch of people that can't handle themselves during difficult situations.
Soft.
And yes, extremely soft. So I am pro surviving bullying. I don't want to go out and say like I'm pro bully. I'm pro surviving bullying and allowing kids that opportunity to grow from dealing with adversity. Okay, obviously there's levels to the shit. I don't think that someone should be, I think at a certain point there needs to be intervention.
Yeah.
But I do think that if it's just some softcore bullying, okay, if it's just some softcore bullying, let the kids figure that shit out themselves. Okay, rub some dirt on it, figure out what you're gonna do. You're gonna roast them back, or you're gonna just walk up to them and hit them in the face with the lunch tray. Yeah. Okay, and I think it's important for development to be able to handle that starting at a young age. What are your thoughts?
I could not have said it better myself. Now, I was worried at first because I was like, oh, God, I don't know how she's going to clean this up because she's going to have people in her comments. Oh, she supports bullying. Oh, woo. But I wholeheartedly agree. And first, I have I don't know if I want to get into that, but I want to ask you this so bad. I do not condone this at all, but somebody has made this similar argument. Do you think that the same goes for fat shaming too?
Oh my gosh. See? So here's how I feel about that. If someone can shame you about being fat, I think that you deep down already had those feelings to begin with of not wanting to be a fat person.
Yeah.
But we live in a society right now where they're trying to like tell you that, oh, people need to just accept you as you are. And even if it's the most degenerate, just unhealthy, just shitty behaviors, they're telling you just double down on it. Eat that cake. It's okay. Eat another slice if you want to. And it's just, I'm not going to be the person that's going to sit here and champion some shit that's going to give you diabetes at 40 and kill you at 45. I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. So when it comes to like, fat shaming, whatever, obviously, like, you will want to be a little bit nicer. We always want to say, just be nice, be nice about it. But I mean, have a backbone. If you really love being fat, you should be able to be like, okay, well, you feel that way, whatever, fuck you and how you feel, and keep it pushing. Like, the thing that makes me so upset is that people are upset about people calling them fat and, not being able to deal with that. Mm-hmm. But as Black people, we deal with way more bullshit associated with our skin color.
Yeah.
And we still have to show up for work. We still have to, get our shit together and put on a brave face.
Yep.
But you want us to create all these safe spaces for you because you chose to eat too much food, because you chose to be sedentary. And the comments that people are making about you are due to your choices.
Yeah. So, and
I have a hard time feeling bad. I really do.
I wholeheartedly agree. And you know what? I think we should make another video eventually talking about this topic, because this is a whole nother can of worms, and I could go on for on and on, but I want to get back, because I was about to catch myself to go on a tangent. But bullying, yes, wholeheartedly agree. We just had this conversation on the last video that's going to be on my channel. I am short. I have always been short. I am only 5'5". So this has caused me to, early stages, like elementary school or whatever, middle school, people would poke fun at me and talk shit. So like you said, you have one of two decisions. You can either roast back or punch them in their fucking face. So literally, my mom always told me, if you ever have a problem with somebody and violence needs to be a choice, or violence needs to be your choice that you are going to use, take them in the bathroom, fuck them up. And you know what? That's what I did when I had to. But yes, that bullying, it builds character, because these safe spaces for kids is just not realistic. The world is not a nice place at all. You are going to face so much adversity. You are going to face racism. You are going to face just general crazy individuals who have legitimate issues, who just want to see you like fail, and who just want to physically or emotionally hurt you. The world is not this nice. So why are we going to act like it is with these safe spaces? No, let these children handle bullying how we all handle it back in the day. This is, everything. This is us as a part of humans. We always are stuck in a goddamn fight or flight. We need to stop being stuck in a fight or flight response. You need to choose to fucking flee or fight, because either way you are going to learn a lesson. If you flee, you are probably going to regret it eventually. Maybe not immediately, because you're going to be like, damn, I should probably stand up for myself, because if you don't, it's going to keep happening over and over and over again. But when you finally decide to fight, that is a monumental, life-changing event.
It is. Yes. It's important for development. It's like you said, character.
Yep.
Okay. Being able to handle your shit.
Have a backbone.
Dealing with adversity. It's just, I know that the general population is just like, they want to protect. They want to protect. And at a certain point, there should be intervention. I'm not saying that if at a certain point, there should be intervention to protect the child.
Right.
But give them the opportunity to handle it themselves first. Give them an opportunity to come to that decision on their own that, hey, I'm not taking this shit no more, and then deal with it. Because at that point, that's going to change them for the better.
Yep.
Okay. Most cases, that is going to change them for the better. I got bullied in middle school. It was tragic. One kid, and this stuck with me to this day. One kid, I was a little bit chubby. I wasn't like hanging over myself, but my arms are a little bit bigger. This nigga told me I needed lipo for my fucking arms. I was hurt. He said it in the lunchroom in front of everybody, and they all died laughing at me. And it was tragic. Okay? It was tragic. And at that point, I realized I had enough of the bullshit. And so I observed the best roasters in my school. I even befriended one, and she taught me her ways. And I came out swinging.
You found the Yoda of roasting?
I did. I absolutely did. And it's funny because she was one of the people that was roasting me. But you know what? Things happen for a reason, because the bullying happened in the 6th grade. When I moved to the 7th grade, we got in a class where it was a bunch of people that she wasn't friends with. And so I was the closest person to like someone she could talk to. So she was like okay with like talking to me during that class because there was no other options for her. I took that as an opportunity to learn, and I learned. I had my brains working, and I picked up on how she roasted people.
Yeah.
And I began doing it myself. Okay. Oh, you want to talk shit? Okay, I got some for ya. Yeah. And next thing you know, people did not fuck with me no more. And that's where my humor comes from. Like, my humor comes from the fact that I got bullied and I had to learn how to be funny because I'm not a fighter. I can't throw hands. It just is what it is. Me and my sister, we used to fight. And right before I would try to hit her, I would pull back, or I would lessen the punch because I was like, oh no, I don't want to hurt you. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a fight as much as I would want to. Sometimes like she'd be kicking my ass. I really want to just give her a nice little 2-piece to the stomach, and I couldn't.
That's funny.
I couldn't. But I know that about myself. So instead of, trying to choose violence, I chose talking hot shit. Yeah. And I got good at it. And it's part of me. It's part of my personality now. I don't really go around roasting folks, but that humor stuck. Most and definitely. It's part of me. And that's because of bullying. That's because I got bullied and I figured out how to overcome that shit.
See, you decided to fight. Not literally, but you decided to fight back somehow. And yeah. Same. I mean, I pretty much did both, because again, like I said, I was short, so I had to fight when I had to. But the roasting, like everything you said is, I identify with it so much because, man, my roasting is just super, super creative. I'll never forget this. This is a stupid example, but it's just funny. So my brother got married a couple of years ago, and my cousin and we always roast each other. And he's tall. He's like 6'2" and like well over 200 pounds. So when we were doing the wedding toast or whatever, I grabbed the microphone because he said something slick to me before the wedding happened. I said, "I'm gonna get your ass back." Because I was busy, so I couldn't go back and forth. So I picked up that microphone. I said, y'all give a shout out to my cousin. He the MC, doing a real good job. But every time he called me, my phone get heavy. So yeah, just simple stuff like that. When a shark bite him, he gets high blood pressure. So see, like very, very quick, very witty. You just learn things. Mm-hmm. You get real thick skin from bullying. My skin
Yes.
is so thick. Let me tell you something. Do you know why we are YouTubers? Because of bullying. Do you know how many negative comments I get on a daily? Somebody called me an ugly N-word bitch. And you know what I did,
Ooh.
Sandra? I fucking laughed. I howled. I said, he called me an ugly nigger bitch. Like, what did I do?
Yo, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the only time I'm ever gonna address this motherfucker. But so I told you how I go on the Amazing Lucas show, right?
Yeah.
And I'm heavy in the chat.
Yeah.
So there's this reject who got cussed out on the phone by Lucas because he does call-ins.
Okay.
And this guy got so freaking butthurt that he went and created a channel dedicated to talking shit about about this YouTuber. But here's the thing, like the people that follow the Amazing Lucas, like the people who follow that channel, they know about this guy.
Okay.
Because he built his following off of talking shit about this person. And we were roasting him in the chat. We were roasting him in the chat. I vividly remember typing Bussyberry in the chat. That's all I said. I just typed in there because it's part of his name. His name is, I'm not going to say his name, but it has a berry in it. And I remixed that shit into Bussyberry. And that was all I said. That was all I said. I typed that one little word and I left it at that. People knew what I meant. They laughed. I got back into the regular programming of that video. Tell me why. This motherfucker made several videos about me.
Really?
Just because of that. Yes. Several videos about me.
Oh my gosh. I have
just
to
because of that. Up. Yes. Well, his channel got taken down because he was doing copyright. Yeah, okay. He was doing some copyright infringement, you know.
Amateur.
Made several videos, but you know what I did? And you could check this on my channel. I have a playlist called My Haters, and I love it. I felt good when I saw that he made a video about me because I was like, damn,
you're doing something right.
I said one word and it set this dude off so much that he took time out of his day to make a video dedicated to me. That's love. Influence.
That's influence.
Remember I was telling you about pushing people's buttons?
Yep.
Using their anger against them?
Yep. Perfect. Guys, we need bullying. Perfect. We are exemplary examples. Okay? We need this shit. Stop sheltering your kids so much. Let them scrap or let them roast. Let them figure it out themselves. You can give them advice, but just stop trying to protect them so much, because who's going to protect them when you're gone, when they're adults?
Exactly.
And that's all I'm
saying. Like you said earlier, the world is not a safe space.
Nope.
Okay. It is just, the world is grimy. There's a lot of things that are messed up, and you got to be prepared to deal with that. And part of getting prepared is dealing with schoolyard bullies.
Yep.
And figuring out how you handle that kind of situation. But that was my last unpopular opinion.
Yo,
this I'm glad we agree. This was a lot of fun. I think that this conversation was very, very eye-opening. I hope I didn't throw you too off with my first unpopular opinion.
It was hilarious. So funny.
But I'm glad we were able to have this conversation, and I really do appreciate you doing this collaboration with me. Like I said, this is my first collab, and I had a great time, and I hope you did as well.
Oh, most definitely. And hopefully there'll be more in the future, because man, this was fun. Dope yes. Chemistry, and it was just an easy conversation, you know. So yeah, most definitely look forward to some more in the future.
But definitely plug your channel, and I'm going to have his channel linked in the description so that you can check him out. Awesome videos. But yes, you go and plug all your things.
I appreciate you. So, guys, please do me a favor and subscribe to Watts TV. And also follow me on my Instagram at Watts TV 94, and follow me on Twitch if you would like. If you like to watch, video games, and you want to see a light-skinned dude rage sometimes when he plays Call of Duty Warzone, then sure, come on. We have a lot of laughs. It's a lot of fun over there. So please do me a favor and follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Watts_TV94. Almost at 100 followers. So, yeah, man. Sandra, I appreciate you so much. This was fun, and can't wait to the next video.
Yes, same here. And thank you so much, everyone.
No problem.
Comment, share, and subscribe to this channel.
Don't forget to subscribe.
We're gonna yes, both of our channels. It's lit. We lit.
Yes.
Okay. But thank you so much, and
No problem.
I will see you with the next video. Bye.